Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome. My name is Chris Lee Mentor, and it is my honor and privilege to be in service to you to help you reclaim your health and vitality. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the number three health condition that is destroying society today. So, I'm telling you right now, you better sit down, take notes, because this information can save your life. I recommend that you also do your own research to find out to see how this information applies to you. In the video description, you're going to find a PDF that's available for download. I'm telling you right now to put in your name and email to get the information so you can get things started. In there, I go over the big four conditions and how they're destroying your body and hurting you right now. Diabetes, cardiovascular disease, kidney disease, and liver disease are creating crazy damage inside of you, and you need to be aware of this and take action today. Okay, I'm talking to you from experience of having worked in the hospital for over 5.5 years in ICUs with very critically ill people, and I could just not understand why these people were so sick. And no matter how much healthcare support they were getting, they just were not recovering properly, or at least the way they were supposed to. And their bodies were just damaged over time, which that's what I discovered, that no matter how much medication they were given, they just could not respond properly. And even if they had crazy procedures, they just could not respond properly. And it was because their organs were just too damaged. And the more I studied and researched, I realized that if I didn't make changes in my life, I was going to have the same outcome. And as I studied, I realized that there's a specific diet and mindset that it takes for the human biology to function the way it's supposed to. Okay, we need to be eating minimally processed raw fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds to help the body detox and eliminate properly, which is the key to health. Okay, and also you need to have the proper mindset that you need to have great health to be able to pursue anything that you want in life. Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about the number three health condition that's destroying society today, because what I discovered was, as I ate the way I was, as I thought the way I was, it changed my life, and I just could not believe the result. So I started helping and coaching other people through the process. And now this is what I do. I help people understand the mindset it takes to reclaim their health and vitality, and exactly how they're gonna do that. Okay. So I'm gonna outline for you in this video here the steps you need to take and what's happening exactly in your body. Okay, so I'm gonna go to 3 points to help you understand what's happening and what's causing you to suffer from the third condition that's destroying society today. That third condition that I'm talking about is kidney disease. Okay, so the first point is kidney disease is any condition that damages the kidney and prevents it from properly filtering and cleaning your blood of waste and toxins. Okay, these conditions cause mineral and electrolyte imbalances, constant fatigue, brain fog, confusion, changes in your urine, itchy skin, muscle weakness, nausea, loss of appetite, kidney stones, anemia, trouble breathing. Okay, they cause fluid buildup in your legs and arm, but also in your lungs, which is why a lot of people who have kidney issues have shortness of breath. Okay, it also causes you to have high blood pressure and most likely strokes. All right, so as the kidney starts being damaged over time, it can no longer filter the blood the way it's supposed to, and it causes you to have all these symptoms. Okay, point number two, why is this happening? Okay, I'm going to point three reasons why this is happening to you and why you're struggling from kidney disease today. Okay, the number one reason why that's happening is because you're not staying hydrated enough and you're eating too much sodium, too much salt in your food. Okay, you're eating too much food that is processed. You're eating too many foods that is prepackaged, and you also add too much salt to your own food. Okay, so that's the number one reason why that's happening. As your body becomes dehydrated, it damages your kidneys because your kidneys filter literally your blood, which is fluid. And as the volume decreases, it causes an issue. Okay, so this is the number one reason why people actually get kidney stones, is because they're so dehydrated and they have too much salt in their diet. Okay, now number two, this is a big one, is the misconception about protein. Okay, we're told to eat a lot of protein, not realizing that our body actually can't even use protein the way you take it in. It has to break it down. But the reason why people are having a lot of issues with kidneys is because they're eating too much animal protein. Okay, when you eat so much animal protein, I'm talking about meat and dairy. Okay, I'm talking about fish, I'm talking about any animal byproduct like sausage and salami and those kind of things. What happens is it puts a strain on your kidneys. Okay, it forces the kidneys to have to hyperfiltrate, which means it has to filter the blood even faster, and as that happens, it puts a strain on your kidneys. Okay, so as the strain happens, it also damages the little filtration bags that filters the toxins and waste out of your kidneys, okay, to help you produce urine and other byproducts that happens as the kidney filters your blood. Okay, so if you're eating too much animal protein, that's what's going to happen. Especially if you're thinking about going on a carnivore diet, you better think about it. You might be okay the first year, you might be okay the second year, but by the third year and on, you're on your way to death, because having too much protein destroys your kidneys, and that's going to cause you to have many problems. Okay, so people who have too much protein, animal protein in their diet, one of the main symptoms that they have is they have protein in their urine. Okay, and that's a sign that your kidneys have become damaged and that they're working too hard. All right. Number 3 condition that's causing you to have kidney disease is acidosis. Okay, now this happens in multiple ways, so I'm going to tell you 3 ways that they happen. Okay, it's acidosis is pretty much blood toxicity in this case. Okay, you're eating too much fat and sugar in your diet. As you eat too much fat and sugar in your diet, it damages the blood. It causes the blood to become toxic. Your kidneys filter your blood, so that toxicity damages your kidneys. Okay, the other way that happens is, as your body breaks down protein, especially animal protein, it produces a lot of acid naturally. That acid becomes too much for your kidneys to process, and they damage your kidneys. Okay, now this one is interesting because it's lactic acid bacteria, which is found highly in animal protein. Okay, so that bacteria plays different roles in your body, but in this case, one of the main roles that it plays is that it breaks down the sugars that is found in animal protein. This happens both naturally and as an added product by the food industry. Okay, so if you eat a lot of dairy, a lot of fermented or cured meats, okay, like sausages, salami, and fermented foods that are lab grown, essentially, that lactic acid breaks down the sugars in there, and that creates acids in your body. Okay, that lactic acid also has different uses in the food industry. It helps with the texture of the meat. It helps you digest the meat and animal protein. Okay, it helps add flavor profile to that food, but also it's used in the feed of the animals, okay, to help the animals be healthier, to help the animals not get as sick, to help the animals perform better, to help the animals be able to digest their food and feed better. And one of the main byproducts of that is B12. Okay, so you think you're getting B12 by eating animals. That's not why. It's because it's happening either naturally in their gut by bacteria, or they're being fed bacteria that produces B12 in their body. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why people who usually don't eat too much meat or eat a lot of meat have either B12 deficiencies or they don't have it at all. Okay, so as this happens over time, those 3 things damage your kidneys. Okay, so your blood becomes too toxic from eating too much sugar and fat in your food. All right, the second way that happens is from when your kidneys, when you don't drink enough fluid and your kidneys essentially dry out, which creates salts build up like kidney stones. And the third way that happens is acidosis. Okay, from when you're eating meat and different animal proteins, it creates a bacteria that is producing acid in your body as the meat is broken down. Okay, so now can you fix this? Yes. The first thing you need to do to fix this, now this is number 3, is you have to stop eating overly processed food, and you should cut out all animal proteins from your diet. Okay, so fish, meat, eggs, all those things, cut them out of your diet, because right now they're destroying your kidneys and preventing them from properly filtering your blood and cleaning your blood the way it's supposed to. Okay, but what can you do to help with the process? You start eating more raw fruits, vegetables, and nuts and seeds. Okay, now you're gonna say, wait, I'm not supposed to eat fruits because there's too much sugar. That's not the case. Okay, so if you eat those kind of foods, actually your body digests and breaks it down even better. All right, so the best way to do that is, first, you have to start cleaning your gut. All right, because you're eating so much animal protein, your gut is actually backed up because your body cannot properly break down animal protein the way it's supposed to. So that constipation that you're dealing with, you need to clear that up. All right, you have to eat more greens. Okay, so more greens actually has better minerals for you in your body, like potassium and magnesium and salts. Okay, natural salts, you find that in raw greens. And also it's better for you because raw greens has higher amino acids, which is exactly what your body needs. Your body has to break down protein into amino acids before it can use it. But if you eat greens, it gets the amino acids much more quickly without having to break down protein to create amino acids, which is really what your body needs. All right. But also, what happens as you eat more raw fruits, greens, and nuts and seeds is alkalizing to your body. What that means is it lowers the acidity in your body because your body doesn't have to go through the whole process of breaking down something that is foreign to it. And it helps keep your acidity level down. And as your acidity level down, your kidneys can chill and not be damaged as much throughout the process. Okay, so that's how it works. You want to help your kidneys filter your blood without being damaged. Okay, so that's how you can fix this and work through that process. And the more I thought about it, I just could not realize that people did not understand that they didn't know this is what they were supposed to do to take care of themselves, and that they were suffering from these crazy symptoms and they needed to have more help and support. So I started guiding them through the process of how they can do this, and I created the community where I support people through that process. So if you're looking for a place to be seen and heard, if you're looking for private accountability, actual protocols to follow to help reclaim your health and vitality, if you're looking for community support of people who are along the same pathway and you want to be a part of that group, I recommend you to look in the video description and you're going to find exactly how you can be a part of my community. Because besides downloading the PDF that I recommend to get the information, besides watching my YouTube videos, one of the best ways you can get support is by becoming a part of my membership. Okay, so I offer private and group coaching for people who are really interested in learning how they can reclaim their health and vitality, because without your health you are nothing. There's nothing that's going to happen for you. Okay, so I'm just going to recap this video so I can help you understand the 3 points around why kidney disease is the number 3 condition that you need to worry about and start reversing today. Okay, so my first point was that kidney disease happens when conditions damage your kidneys and prevent them from properly filtering your blood of waste and toxins. Okay, it's happening 3 ways really right now for the human biology. Okay, you don't stay hydrated enough and you're eating too much salt. Okay, that causes your kidneys to essentially shrink and not be able to properly filter your blood, and one of the main side effects of that is having kidney stones. Okay, number 2 is the big misconception around protein, and that we have to eat all this protein, especially animal protein. No, you don't. Animal protein actually damages your kidneys by first having your kidneys filter your blood much faster, which puts a lot of strain on your kidney and increases blood pressure. It also damages the filtration system on your kidneys because they're just too large particles to go through your kidneys, and it damages the filtration system. And then number 3, it creates acidosis. Okay, as the protein is broken down, it produces a lot of acid, and there's lactic acid found in animal product, which either happens naturally or is added in there so you can actually eat the meat. Okay, that's what gives the meat flavor and taste and makes it digestible, like if you're eating like cured meats, which is really fermented meat. Okay, if you think about it, if you eat a lot of yogurts and cheese, okay, so over time all that acid that is being used to help you eat the food actually damages and makes your blood more toxic. Okay, and you can fix this by eating less processed food. You can fix this by not eating animal protein. Okay, either meat, dairy, cheese, or fish. Don't eat it. It's destroying your body right now. And what you can do is you can start eating more fruits, greens, and raw nuts and seeds. Okay, as you eat those things, your body is gonna naturally hydrate because raw food is very hydrating. Okay, it's gonna get your minerals, especially salts like magnesium, potassium, in your system, which is gonna help filter your kidney even better, and is going to provide you with the right protein source, which is really amino acids, that your body is able to break down and use the amino acid to do what it's supposed to do. Okay. And if you're looking for a way to reduce acid in your body, you eat more minimally processed raw fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds because it's alkalizing. And what that means is it lowers the acid in your fluids, like your blood, your interstitial fluid, and your lymphatic fluid. It lowers the acidity by when you eat more raw fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds. And those three things right there are gonna save your kidney and help your body and prevent you from having like high blood pressure, suffering stroke, having imbalances in electrolyte, having fluid buildup in your arms, legs, and your lungs, okay? Suffering from chronic fatigue. Those are all ways you can repair your kidney over time, okay, to save your life and reclaim your health and vitality. And if you need additional support with this, like I said, look in the video description. You're going to find a PDF. I urge you to download that PDF and start applying what I point out in there. Watch more of my YouTube videos. This is what I talk about. I talk about the big four: diabetes, cardiovascular disease, kidney disease, and liver disease, and how they're destroying your body right now. And if you need one-on-one support, I provide that in my membership, where I provide group and private coaching. And it's a place for you to be seen, heard, and be welcomed and be guided through the process of reclaiming your health and vitality. I love you. Thank you for spending some time with me. I'll see you soon.